Forget about TNA. AEW crossed the line into Canada, But unfortunately, Adam Copeland, Christian Cage, nor Chris Jericho crossed into the ring. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Wrestling. AEW in Canada, 3 Canadian legends on the roster, none of them in competition, none of them competing, none of it makes sense. I just don't get it. Going to Canada, why not? Quebec, why not put Adam Copeland in a match? He's talking about the Adam Copeland Cup. I don't know if Collision is in Canada as well. Even if it is, why not have Edge in 2 matches? Why not have Jericho in a match tonight? Why not put Christian in a match? We're in Canada. Surely this is the time to try and showcase the big Canadian stars. Surely the Canadian people want to see these Canadian legends in action. And we didn't get that. What we got, though, was a bunch of legit jobber matches, man. I'm looking at the match cards tonight, and I cannot think of one good thing, really, to say about any of this shit. And that's not an exaggeration. That's the truth. Really, really poor lineup here. I mean, AEW fans might be sitting there thinking it's great, but the reality is, see all these Japanese guys, they have nobody gives a single solitary fuck. Nobody cares. Go back to Japan. Fucking get a big ship and go back to Japan. I'd rather watch Shogun. You want some Japanese action? Watch Shogun on FX. Don't be watching this shit. It's crap. There's no personalities. There's no characters. There's no nothing. It's just a bunch of Japs pretending to wrestle. Fake fighting. Oh, me hit you hard. Me hit you long time. Strong style. Me got the Japanese strong style. Can't cut promos. Can't talk. Can't do nothing. It's all garbage. All fucking garbage, man. I look at some of the best Japanese stars, and they've probably all been like comedy acts. I'm thinking of Funaki. I'm thinking of Taijiri. Those guys were way better than the shit we get today. Well, what's the Japanese gimmick nowadays? Oh, well, we don't like the evil, the evil ancient, oh, if you're a foreigner, you must be a bad guy gimmick. Well, give me that over this crap. Oh, me bow down, me wrestle you in the ring for 20 minutes. I mean, what? As Austin would say, what? Come on, this is shit. It's fucking shit. First match, Will Ospreay versus Katsuhiro Yori Shibata. Who the fuck's Shibata? I don't care about Shibata. I think there was a guy in Alice in Wonderland, or Alice in Borderland, whatever that show's called. I think there was a guy in that called Shibata, and I'd rather watch him, even though I believe he dies in episode 3, spoiler alert, gets his head blown off or whatnot. But I'd rather watch this guy than watch this Shibata AEW guy wrestling Will Ospreay. Bruv. This guy says bruv, and he thinks he's like the next fucking Austin. You ain't the next nobody. Maybe Austin Aries or Austin Ace from TNA, but Stone Cold Steve Austin, fucking fat chance in that. No chance. As McMahon would say, no chance in hell. But yeah, we get this match. People are loving it. It went like, I'm sure, I didn't time it or anything like that. I was watching it and I'm pretty sure it went at least 20-25 minutes. Why? It's a dead match to open the show. Nothing on the line, nothing at stake, no rivalry whatsoever. Just fucking Will Ospreay, a guy that belongs on the indies versus Shibata, a guy that belongs on the Japanese indies. 2 fucking indie guys wrestling. And no one cares. I mean, even if you check out the ratings or the YouTube clips, I'm going to guarantee nobody cares. I know there's always a drop-off after the first segment, but considering this shit started the show, I wouldn't even be surprised if we got like one of the lowest quarters we've seen in AEW Dynamite for a while, because no one's interested in this. No one is interested. Ospreay won, but I mean, who cares? I don't get. Ospreay could win, Shibata could win. I mean, the ring could collapse like in the game when you can do that ring finish and it ends in a draw, no contest. It doesn't matter who wins or who loses, man. We lose. We're sitting watching this shit. 2 fucking bums, man. Right, let's move on. Who cares? Ospreay won. I'm reading these results for Wrestle Headlines. This guy is a fucking nerd, by the way. Oh, he does. Oh, great match. Oh, what a level for these guys. Every week, this guy's like rating Dynamite a 9 out of 10. He rated this week's Dynamite a 9 out of 10 again. I've never seen Dynamite doing that. If Dynamite's ever had a show better than a 5, I would be shocked. This is Dynamite's pish. It is. And a bunch of jobbers having 20-minute matches isn't enough to get a 9. You want to see what you need to do good wrestling? Go watch Raw there. Go watch Raw from Monday. Look at The Rock. Look at Punk. Well, look at those segments, and then that's what you need to do to get good wrestling. You know, that's what you need to do to get a rating worthy of, I don't know, not being one or something like that. You know, but this shit is not good. Will Ospreay wins. After the match, they embrace and a show of respect. Who cares? I don't care if they respect each other. I don't respect them. Give me something better than this. We've got a video package for Daniel Bryan. Boring, who cares? The Young Bucks are here with Renee. They want to restructure the Elite, so they brought in Okada. We don't give a shit. They said Okada is going to watch their match tonight, and whatever. Just like they watched him win the title last week. I mean, are we supposed to give a flying fuck? I don't. Next up, Young Bucks versus Private Party. Private Party, another team going absolutely nowhere. See, when you're a tag team, by the way, and the announcer announces you to the ring and he says, coming in at a combined weight of less than 400 pounds, why are you even in the wrestling business? Even if Rey Mysterio is your tag team partner or something like that, you should be getting the combined weight to over 400 pounds. I think the combined weight was like 385 pounds, and I'm like, who the fuck's wrestling? Is this a women's match or something? Two divas? Is this like Alexa Bliss and her twin or something? Why is this combined weight so bloody low? Anyway, Young Bucks won. Did they really need to go into the match? No. They hit the EVP trigger. Whoop-de-doo. I mean, they advanced in the tournament. Belts that mean absolutely nothing. It feels like AEW are doing tournaments like every month. There's like a new tournament. I like tournaments, but when you're constantly having tournaments, they lose their appeal, okay? You lose interest in tournaments. When you get them once in a while, they're good. When you get them every other week, then they're not so good. So, but I don't think AEW could put a tournament on that I would actually care for. I think the roster and the writing and the program itself is just that bad that I couldn't really care about any tournament that they're going to do, to be honest. Right, Jericho's backstage with Renee. So they're in Canada. Are we going to get Jericho wrestling? No, we're not. Jericho is talking with Renee. Hook then appears. Jericho says that he sees things in Hook, but he thinks he can get him to the next level if he allows Jericho to take him under his wing. And Hook agrees to do this, and that's it. So there you go. Jericho's going to be, mentoring Hook from now on. I'm sure this is going to be great. Wow, this is just what Hook needs, and I'm sure Jericho's career is going to be rejuvenated. I'm sure Jericho's going to get back to his prime because he's got Hook as his fucking, little, not manager, but his little, observation guy or whatnot. Who cares? I mean, bad. Then Mercedes Mone came out to do commentary, and that was literally it. She came out, done commentary, did not do a good job on commentary, just not a good person to listen to. It was a AEW TBS Championship number 1 contender Fatal 4-Way. Willow Nightingale, Chris Statlander, Anna Jay, and Sky Blue. I mean, there's some hot women here. Anna Jay and Sky Blue, nice to see. Also, Julia Hart came out, nice to see. But the match itself, I mean, who cares? Just Willow Nightingale wins. They were teasing a potential Willow Nightingale versus Mercedes Moné feud. Is that what a star should be doing? Would a star be in a shit feud with Willow Nightingale? No. Is that going to get people tuning in? No. Is that going to get people watching? No. Is that going to get people interested? No. Is that going to get people to change the channel and possibly never switch back? Yes. So Willow Nightingale sucks. She's just an obese chick. That's it. She's fucking a chubby wrestler with nothing. No personality, no nothing. Just that's her her personality is she's overweight. I mean, that's the gimmick, I guess. She's overweight. There you go. That's it. Maybe needs to lose. Hey, I'll tell you what. If she was in that tag match earlier, the weight would have definitely been over 400 pounds. But anyway, I digress. Stokely Why does Stokely care so much about Nightingale? Everybody he could try and recruit. Why is he trying so hard to recruit Chris Statlander and Willow Nightingale? Honestly, I do not know. But that was that. There you go. Willow Nightingale won. Does anybody care? I do not believe so. Also, I thought on commentary, Mercedes Moné just sucked. She's been there like 2 weeks now already. She just feels like another part of the roster. Renee Young is with Dustin Rhodes. He said he's 3-1 in 2024. He started 2024 with a bang. And then the Butcher wants a match, and Dustin says he'll fight you Friday night on Rampage. Wow, I've got to stay in on Friday night and make sure my DVR is set to record this, because I cannot miss Dustin versus Butcher on a Friday night Rampage. I can't wait, man. What a match. Tony Khan, you are too kind. You are too kind, son, to give us this great action on a Friday. What did we do to deserve this, Master Tony Khan, eh? I don't know. I just don't get it. Then Toni Storm joined the Turner Classics movie set. She said, chin up, tits out, and watch for the shoe. So, I mean, yeah, Toni Storm, she's probably the best thing on AEW. Wouldn't be hard to be the best thing on AEW. But, I mean, it is what it is. Toni Storm, the timeless gimmick is pretty good. Match number 4, AEW World Tag Team Champ. Although, what I will say is, I mean, there wasn't much of it, you know. It was like about 15, 20 seconds or something like that. Tonight, they're like, they don't really give... What I've noticed about AEW is, like, segments and promos, they just don't care for. You know, they give you, like, 20 seconds, 30 seconds, maybe 45 seconds if you're lucky. And then Tony Khan's like, right, let's get back to the ring. We only want 30-second promos, but give us 30-minute matches, you know. The guy's got it the wrong way about. Anyway, up next, another tag team championship tournament match. Best Friends versus Undisputed Kingdom. Not quite sure what side of the bracket they're on. I wouldn't have them on any side, personally. Neither of these guys should be in the tournament, never mind advancing. Best Friends beat the Undisputed Kingdom. What's the Undisputed Kingdom? The best thing the Undisputed Kingdom's going for them is they've got old, washed-up OnlyFans Maria as their manager. That is it. And even then, maybe Maria 15 years ago, people were excited to see her, probably even longer than that ago. Oh, when she was like the Raw ring announcer and she was hot and she was doing Playboy. Maybe back then, people cared for Maria. But honestly, it's kind of sad now because she is married and she's not a wife. Well, she has a wife, but she's a mother. And like she's into her 40s and the only thing she's got, and people will say this is harsh, but the only thing she's got to sell is her body. And that is why she's on OnlyFans. That's why she's not successful in wrestling. Mike Bennett is not a successful wrestler. Mike Bennett, yeah, he's getting probably paid decent money because he's in AEW and Tony Khan's a fucking idiot. But the selling point of the Kingdom in that relationship is just the fact that Maria Kanellis is hot. And she's still pretty hot, but like I said, it's weird because she's married, she's a mother, she's into her 40s now. How much longer is that going to be their goal? You know, how much longer are they going to run with that? I mean, surely there's going to come to a point where Maria's going to be like, right, well, you know what? Can't really rely on our income being the fact that I can take my clothes off and people will pay to see that. You know, I don't think long term that's, I mean, I don't really respect it anyway, but I mean, I think if you're younger and you're single and you're not married and you don't have kids, I mean, I think that's one thing, but I just can't really take it seriously, man. People will say, oh, you're being judgmental. No, I'm not. I'm just saying I'm speaking the truth. I think it's piss poor. You're a mother and then you've got OnlyFans and your kid's going to go to school and just imagine the abuse that they're going to get. Oh, I seen your mom last night and all this stuff. It's strange, but whatever. I mean, she's making money, then happy for her, I guess, you know. Money makes the world go round. If anyone's making money, then that's good. As long as you're not doing it illegally, I guess. Even if it's dirty money, I guess dirty money is good money, but I mean, surely there's a better way to earn it. Maybe Mike Bennett could grow a personality and then Maria could shut down OnlyFans and he would actually be able to make more money in the ring, but I wouldn't count on that. Anyway, let's move on. I got way too sidestep there, or sidetrack there, or side something. Let's just sidestep this whole show. Fuck me, can't even speak now. Probably think about 2004 Maria, 2005 Maria. It's confusing me, guys. It's sending me off topic. Anyway, let's go. But yeah, she was hot back then, no doubt about it. The Bucks music's hit, and they're here, and I don't know, Kyle O'Reilly was here as well, and I don't even know what happened, to be honest. Can't remember. I think I fell asleep, so I'm not too bothered. Let's see. Main event. Oh no, Adam Copeland. So yeah, Adam Copeland says the chapter with Christian Cage is closed and the Cope Open returns on Collision. So he turned up here just to say that he's going to be wrestling on Collision. I mean, why not have him wrestle twice? He's in Canada. Why not have him put the belt on the line twice? Give the Canadian fans a Canadian legend, but no, we're just going to have to wait to Collision. And I'll tell you what, the whole Cope Open thing and previously was shit. It was just Adam Copeland wrestling a bunch of nobodies, a bunch of jobbers. So it's probably going to be the same thing this time, but only with a title on the line. That's nothing to get excited about. So yeah, Adam Copeland on Collision. Who cares really? And then match 5, main event. It was Konsuke Takeshita versus Swerve Strickland with Prince Nana. Now, I've already buried the Japanese guys earlier in the video, so I'm not going to just do the same thing here, but whether it's Takeshita or whether it's Shibita or Yakuku or, you know, whatever they want, Nakamura, Noningani, Huyanyawa, it doesn't matter, right, who they put in there. They all fucking suck. They all suck, and Swerve Strickland just isn't a big deal. I know he's getting pushed now as the top guy, but let's just be honest here. AEW had a top guy in CM Punk, and they fucking chose the Young Bucks. Tony Khan, you moron! You muppet! Imagine thinking the Bucks were more valuable to keep around than CM Punk. What a fucking idiot Tony Khan is. And he says that Eric Bischoff is a financial fraud. I think Tony Khan's the biggest fraud. The fact that he's claiming to be the owner, the guy that runs this wrestling company, yet he allowed CM Punk to run back to the WWE while keeping the Young Bucks probably fucking handcuffed to his bedroom fucking door. I mean, what the hell? Tony Khan doesn't know what he's doing, and he's spending all his daddy's money, so you know what, but that's probably it. Tony Khan, I reckon when you're born into a rich family, silver spoon, never had to work hard for your money, never had to earn your money, you don't really appreciate money. I would be more willing to bet that if Tony Khan's father was in charge of AEW, these big contracts probably wouldn't be happening. He probably wouldn't be spending money on people that's not worth it. He probably wouldn't be losing so much money a year because the expenditure wouldn't be as high. But I think when you just get gifted all this money and your father or your family's rich, it's like, you never earned this money, you never worked hard to get this money, so you don't appreciate this money. And I think that's what it is with Tony Khan. Guy just spends. Doesn't matter to him if AEW is in the red every single year because he just doesn't have that value for how hard it is to actually be rich. You know, Tony Khan, the amount of money this guy's got is fucking crazy. I mean, people would dream to have that kind of money. I mean, the average person's probably living paycheck to paycheck if they're lucky. Tony Khan's never had to do anything his entire life, just gets gifted wrestling companies, football teams, NFL teams. The guy's living the fucking dream. He doesn't even know what he's doing. The guy's dreaming. He's a dreamer. Because if he thinks this show's good, then I've got another thing for him anyway. Swerve Strickland hits the finisher on the Japanese guy. Who cares? Swerve Strickland wins. Renee's backstage with Samoa Joe. Samoa Joe says that Swerve is a man celebrating the biggest fade he's ever going to catch in his life. And he says, Swerve, you're not that man. As Samoa Joe looks into the screen as if he wants a big cheeseburger. And that's how the show ends, with a shite little backstage Renee Young, Samoa Joe stare into the screen and pretend I'm intimidating segment. That's it. That was it. What a shit way to end a shit show. Nothing good about this. Nothing. I'm trying to think. I don't like giving shows a 0, so I'm actually going to try and think if I can think of something that I can give a 1 here. So let me look through the show. Didn't like the main event. Main event sucked. Opener sucked. I mean, Anna Jay's pretty hot. Sky Blue's pretty hot. The chick with the belt, whose name I forget, is pretty hot. Julia Hart. I mean, I'm not just going to give that 1 because they're hot. I need a better reason for that. No, you know what? The show fucking sucked. It's getting a 0 out of 10, guys. Yes. I think that's the first 0 I've gave in probably, I don't know. I never give 0s, but I've gave 1 here. Just nothing really to say about this show. Will Ospreay is a jobber. Mercedes Moné's stock has dropped. I remember they were saying that she's improved and that she's worth more now than she was in WWE. Nonsense. 3 years ago, she was going in to main event WrestleMania 37. Are you telling me her stock, she's worth more now than she was then? She's not been on like a national TV. Alright, well, AEW, but fuck, that doesn't count. Their ratings are pish. She hasn't been on WWE now for over 2 years. Mercedes Moné or Sasha Banks, call her what you want. Her value right now in the wrestling world, it's probably the lowest it's ever been for at least a decade. I'd say since the beginning of the women's revolution. But even then, what they were doing in NXT, no, I'd say she probably had more value back in the old black and gold NXT than she does now. She pretty much has no value. And tonight, she was just on commentary, did not do it. Came across pretty heelish as well. So yeah, shit show, 0 out of 10. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Until then though, peace.